What's going on, guys? It's Brandon here, and I just finished watching the whole entire first season of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. In this video, I'm going to kind of break it down and talk about what I enjoyed about it and what I really hope that seasons 2 and 3 have in store for us. Before I get into talking about Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, this is kind of your spoiler warning section where if you haven't seen the whole entire series yet, I highly advise you go watch it. It is really great, but in this video I will be talking about some stuff that is specific and could potentially be some spoilers as well if you haven't seen it. So, talking about the series, in my opinion, I thought the series was great. I really wish there would have been more than 10 episodes. Maybe in seasons 2 and seasons 3 they may bump those episode titles up a little bit, possibly, who knows. But again, series was really great, especially with all the characters that they brought into the series. There were so many, and I feel like seasons 2 and season 3 will bring in even so many more characters. I'll talk about the characters that I saw and about many of them that I think implications of what it can do for that series going forward. One reason, in my opinion, why I think the series was so good is that it had so many callbacks to many things that happen in like our real life MCU that we have right now. With the Battle of New York, they talk about that. They talk about the Sokovia Accords. They talk about the blip. All that stuff happens in this one, but the nice thing about it is it's not our current timeline of the MCU. It's its own little bubble. It's multiverse area, because that's in the kind of era that we're doing now with all these movies and stuff. And so it's its kind of own little area, which I think is really great, because then you have the ability to do so much more and you're not stuck to, oh, well, this is what happened in the timeline, we have to be accurate with this person, that person. We can kind of do it as we want. Another thing that I thought was really interesting about the series is a lot of changes to some of the most like commonly known characters. One of it really being the Osborns. You know them in all of the Spider-Man movies. They're typically white characters, and in this one they made them black, which I really didn't think makes that much of a difference of it. I mean, a lot of people always make a big deal about it and rant on like, oh hey, like them being this or that makes the movie or the TV show like blah. I really didn't think it made a difference. Just a different outlook on the character is all that I think that really happened with it. Another thing that was really cool with having so many types of characters is it kind of branches out into your spider like universe and comic books, that it kind of brings in so many more characters. I mean, you had Otto Octavius, where he's eventually getting in his true normal form with his robotic arms. You've already seen Scorpion a little bit. You've seen a little bit of a version of the Rhino, not the full like buffed up with the horn Rhino. You see Tombstone slowly starting to become who he is, and there's so many other characters that I'm probably leaving out, but you just see them all in there and how they're going to eventually change as well. Another big one too that I forgot to mention earlier, where you see the normal Doctor with not having an arm. He's usually typically a male, and in this series they have that one as a female. Talking a little bit more of why I really enjoyed this and why I thought it was a really good series. First thing is that intro song. Honestly, like I could just listen to that intro song over and over again because it was just that catchy. It kind of brought like the classic Spider-Man like theme song, and it kind of just remade it into like a modern, like more pumped up era, which I thought was really cool, and I really hope they don't change that intro in seasons 2 and 3.
Swinging through the city so fast you can barely notice him. Wall crawler, you know what's after that? Friendly neighborhood, he's taking care of the habitat. Urban acrobat, don't know where he found the time. Fighting crime, humble beginners and now we fly high. Spidey sense, superpower science kid. You don't think it's fair? I got the world's smallest violin. At the pinnacle, perched at the top. It's daily and it never stops. Need my city, you need me. And here I'm not a vigilante. Taking off the mask, I know what you see. No, you want a neighbor like me. Cleaning up Queens, NYC. And I do it even better with the tape.
Another thing I thought was really cool about these series is the kind of comic book style that they kept with it throughout the whole entire series. It was like almost like reading like a virtual comic book, where the drawing styles and all that just really made you think like, hey, I'm in a world of a comic book. Some other things why I thought this series was really good is it again didn't follow our original structure of our MCU timeline that we have. Yes, it makes callbacks to it, where again the Battle of New York, Sokovia Accords, the blip, all that stuff, it mentions it in there, but it's kind of like different versions of it, because I mean you see Captain America in a picture with Osborn, you see Wakanda being referenced in there countless times with the picture again with Harry Osborn as well. And it's just really great that you're saying, hey, you have all this material and live action stuff that we can put into this TV series, and it doesn't have to be 100% accurate. I mean, Iron Man's suit wasn't 100% the same. There was a lot of famous phrases that you hear in the movies that weren't exactly the same in the TV series. There was two really big ones with the great power becomes great responsibility. That's not ended up being said. And another one of the Go Get 'em Tiger, you hear that in there, which that one is the same. So they still keep some of it, but then they still kind of mix all of it, but can make it again, realize that it's not our same universe that we currently know in the live action stuff. Before I get into what I hope for in seasons 2 and 3, I want to hear from y'all down in the comments. Let me know if you've seen the series, what you really enjoy about it, and what are some of your predictions that you think are going to be in seasons 2 and seasons 3. I'd really love to hear them. Now getting into my season 2 and season 3 predictions, and actually before making this video, I actually found out a new piece of information on social media that I think I'm actually really excited for too, and that is the bringing in of Gwen Stacy Spider-Man into the TV series. I think that's going to be really cool. Some other things that I'm really excited for as well is to kind of see really how Tombstone develops into his comic book accurate character. You kind of see it slowly happening at the end of the season 1 finale, but it's going to be interesting in season 2 and season 3 of how long it takes him to truly come into his actual form. Along with that, some other things that I really hope to see in seasons 2 and season 3 is a lot of more character development, because I mean they left a lot of things out there for us as people who really dive into comic books and know a lot about Spider-Man that their characters can fully develop. I mean, you have Daredevil in there. Is he going to make more appearances?
This is incredible! Definitely top 5 super battles for me. What about you?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Is Osborn gonna turn into the Green Goblin, or is somebody else gonna turn into it? Only time will tell. There's just so many things left that you want to know, hey, does this happen? Because you've seen it in other comics before, and will these people ever show up? Who really knows? And one last big one that I don't know how I left it out with the end of season 1 is we get the black suit with the Venom is in there, because you see how that ended there, that we also get that black suit later. It's probably going to be one of, I think, the big things in season 2. That was my take on your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man series. Again, let me know down in the comments of what you think about it and what other TV shows and movies that I should kind of review and give my take on them. If you've seen my other video, or if not, you should totally go see my Captain America Brave New World one, where I kind of talk about that and the good and bad sides of that one. So you should should totally go check that out. So till next time, stay magical.